This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shasheena Rolle. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news: as the unemployment rate continues to climb, there are said to be a number of job opportunities for Bahamians, but they would have to relocate to find employment. Tonight, Joan Davis-Roll tells us about one resort that is leading a national initiative to attract the best and the brightest.
Operations manager at the Sandals Emerald Bay Resort in Exuma, Sean Thompson, says there are a number of new initiatives being undertaken by officials at the resort. This is more employment opportunities become available.
One of the things that we pride ourselves on is that we hire the smart and we train the skills. So if you can come and pretty much start at the lowest level of the hierarchy and work your way up.
He says training is a priority and providing exemplary service in a leading industry is paramount. The cultural element, he noted, is also significant.
As a resort destination, we should be selling more of our culture. As I have traveled, some of our neighboring countries such as Jamaica, Turks and Caicos, where we do have some of the same similar setups and also the Sandals brand. One thing I like when I go to those destinations is the immersion of culture, so that when the guests comes to those destinations, the guest is immersed in those culture, and I think that's what we need to do just a little bit more of.
Thompson is appealing for more young Bahamians to strive for excellence, noting it is not where you start, but where you end up.
And one of the things that we want our young people is that don't look at your current situation as it is now, but have that ambition and have that goal and have that drive to succeed. I started off in the water sports department, and now I'm here as the operations manager.
Joan Davis-Roll, ZNS Network News.
Well, a local tourist business is boasting of success, and officials are expressing optimism about the way forward. Sabrina Brown reports.
Local businessman Ed Gates says he's encouraged by what he's seeing in the local economy. Gates, who operates the Junkanoo Beach Club on Taino Beach, says he has seen a significant turnaround since taking over the tourist business 5 years ago.
Since we took it over, for the first 3 years, we really operated at a deficit, but we stuck it out. And now it's been very successful, I must say. I'm very pleased with the level of success, and pleased with the fact that we can bring thousands of people here every week through our promotion and our incentives that we offer.
But not only is the beach club experiencing increased activity, it is also providing spin-off opportunities for many Bahamians.
This is from the straw market vendors to the jet ski operator down there. He is very successful. He has no competition, unlike the other places up the road here. He has a place all to himself, and he's getting thousands of people at his doorstep. And we have the ladies on the beach who sell the blouses and the jewelry and so forth, and do the hair braiding. And we have the woodworker who does the wood carvings, very nice wood carvings, the conch man. This is a whole economic sphere right here in this area.
Gates credits taxi drivers for helping Junkanoo Beach Club to achieve this high level of success.
We worked with the taxi professionals from the very beginning. We've had a good business relationship, and they have helped to bring this place around as well, And of course they bring a lot of people from the cruise ships here.
The Junkanoo Beach Club is part of a group of companies which cater primarily to tourists. Although his operations are doing well, Gates believes more can be done to promote Grand Bahama as a vacation destination.
Nassau, yes, obviously gets a lot of promotion, but not Freeport. We need more, and we need to get into the right markets.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Well, the Ministry of Tourism continuing its focus on developing young tourism ambassadors. In this report, we introduce you to a young lady who is already making waves in the industry. Here again is Sabrina Brown.
Mary Starr of the Sea Catholic Academy has produced yet another young tourism ambassador as 11th grader Latesse Bartlett beat out 4 students from various schools to capture the coveted title of Junior Minister of Tourism for Grand Bahama during a recent speech competition. Latesse is the 3rd student from Mary Starr to receive this recognition, an honor passed on to her by fellow student Dava Major. For this 16-year-old entrepreneur who owns Chocolatess Island Delight, this is just another star in her crown for the tourism industry.
Bahamian tourism is everyone's business, so being able to win this title and to showcase and be an ambassador for my country is a great honor.
Assistant Manager of Training and Education at the Ministry of Tourism, Corenda Swain, says the program was twofold.
We had industry partners that came into our office and we did an interview which was worth 40% of the competition results. And then they had to prepare a speech and their speech was worth 60%.
Tourism's Director for the Northern Bahamas, Betty Bethel, says Latesse has an eventful road ahead.
We will be using her in a variety of industry activities on Grand Bahama, promoting the destination. We actually will be pinning her today as an ambassador of the Grand Life on Grand Bahama Island.
Coach Evelyn Pinder-Dames and Vice Principal at Mary Star, Paula Hanna, are proud of Latesse's accomplishment.
We focus on the total child here at our school and preparation for life. When they're able to speak, they're able to handle themselves in any profession. And we have seen students who have entered speech competition, when it's time for a job interview, they get the job most of the time. And it's because of their speech training.
We know that Latesse, who has so many other awards under her belt during this school year, she will do excellent and she will bring home the first place.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Well, in other news, the president of a new learning institution is creating a special training course for young women on Grand Bahama. Now, the aim is to get women certified in a course that has been dominated by men for many years.
Making the $150 to making the $300 to $400, and now you can empower yourself.
In just a month, Pine Yard Technical Center will hold classes specifically for women to become certified in welding. President of Pine Yard Technical Institute, Edney Anderson, says there is no excuse why young women who are without employment or formal education or who may have children should not get involved.
The ladies that have kids, if you have your kid and your kid are potty trained, you can bring your child to school because we have facilities in place to keep your child while you're in school. That course will be on every Tuesday night. So there's no need now for you to stay home and say nobody to keep your child, because we have now put facilities in place to keep your children while you're in school.
As Anderson makes a call for more women to become involved in the professional field of welding, he says manufacturing throughout the world is increasing, and very soon on Grand Bahama, welders will be in high demand.
You're going to be sitting down on a desk soon just making watches, making car parts, and you don't have to lift these heavy spots. As we extend the Hawkesbury Creek Agreement, there's going to be companies coming into the Bahamas that just want to make starters, just want to make parts for cars, parts for equipment, and shipping throughout the world. And as this happens, Grand Bahama is going to be the capital for industry and manufacturing. It might not happen today, but in the next year or two, you will see it start to shift.
He says welding is a much more diverse field today than it has ever been before.
We have heavy equipment, cranes, forklift. Women don't have to lift the heavy steel and do the heavy work no more. Women can be pipe fitters. Women can be welding supervisors. Women can be welding inspectors, NDT specialists. There's so many fields to welding. I have a student that I taught at the Balco Foundation. She's now a welding inspector at Tampa Tank. So this is how welding is changing.
For more information on the Welding for Women program, you can contact Pine Yard Technical Center at 352-7712. Well, the month of March is being observed as Professional Social Work Month under the theme Social Work Paves the Way for Change. This past Saturday, a gala banquet was held to celebrate 50 years since the inception of the Department of Social Services, as well as to honor men and women who have done their part to serve the community through various social outreach programs. Minister of Social Services and Community Development, the Honorable Melanie Griffin, on island for the occasion. She notes that the Department of Social Services started with just one worker some 50 years ago, and now it has a staff complement of just over 300 officers. She says this is no small feat considering the work done by the department. Commending the honorees, Minister Griffin says, "We salute them for their sacrifice, as no doubt it must have been very difficult in those early days to lay the foundation for what exists today." Stay with us, there is more news right after this.